What are some of the unique challenges for brewing beer with Saison Yeast?
I would say the most challenging aspect is that Saison Yeast, just as a yeast, is hyper-attenuative. And so there's, there were some lawsuits with a certain brewery and a certain yeast supplier that I won't mention regarding diastaticus, which is a term used for when a yeast emits an enzyme that breaks down long-chain sugars, so things will continue to ferment in the package if there's any sugars left. So our Saison yeast is a diastaticus yeast, and so working with that yeast alongside other yeasts that are not diastaticus is the main challenge for us. And all that means is really just that we have to hyper-focus on cleaning all of our tanks, and the order of, say, like transfers through the centrifuge. We have to do everything in a very specific order so that the Saison yeast is always last. Whereas at other breweries, even if you have, it's kind of similar to getting like a lager contamination into an ale, because lagers will continue to ferment even if it's cold stored. But even if you're a brewery that uses an ale yeast and a lager yeast, like many do, most of those yeasts attenuate to roughly the same level compared to what a Saison yeast would and a non. One time we did have a cross-contamination with our Saison and white, and in 2 weeks' time, a bottle over-attenuated from 2.5 volumes, and it went all the way up to 4 volumes in 2 weeks. So that's kind of an example of when you get a cross-contamination like that, it can be, a real bad thing. Luckily, we caught it early enough where we just didn't send that batch of beer out.